Welcome back aboard the conning tower. If you waited, and I was just called to the bridge. Really terrible spotting by my crew. We almost ran into this, what looks like a Portuguese sail boat, but let's actually make sure and investigate. We're off the coast of Spain, about 8 kilometers out.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 4-0 Grad Steuerbord.
The spotting is a bit abysmal.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Große Fahrt voraus. Ruder 0 Grad.
I'm pretty sure it's Spanish or Portuguese, but just in case it is British, I'm gonna close in. And it will be some target practice for the deck on crew. Don't see any obvious armament. I don't see any other ships or planes, so it doesn't look like a trap. U-boat traps were a real thing, especially in the First World War. The British deployed so-called Q ships, which were disguised as trawlers or freight ships, and they would have armament covered under what looked like containers or stacks of bags. They would also carry depth charges. It's an interesting tactic used by the British. Due to the weather, I can't. Due to the lighting, I mean, I can't really see the flag, but I'm not quite sure it is in fact Portuguese. We should soon find out. I'm rotating the crew to give them rest. I'm just tired out, guys, down here. He's tired. Let's see, can we swap him out for this one? Could be a British flag. And Portuguese is well, I mean, it has a lot of red as well. I'm not quite sure. See.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Volle Fahrt voraus. Ruder 4-0 Grad Steuerbord. Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 0 Grad.
The crosshairs become red. I mean, it could be hostile. On the other hand, the crew hasn't shouted we've been detected, so probably my crew doesn't think it's hostile. What is this? What are we? What's our heading right now? Northwest. Now they're using the high beam. I'm starting to think they're British. They're definitely taking an interest in us. Are they heading towards us or away from us? I think they're heading. I think they're turning, and this might be a gun. See. No, it's just the guy standing on the... It is a British sailor. Okay. I am afraid, buddy, but you have to go down. So...
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 2-9 Grad
let's go on a parallel course and let's slow down.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ein Drittel Fahrt voraus.
And then let... get the gunner up here. Okay.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Feuer über kurze Distanz. Auf Wasserlinie zielen. Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Feuer frei. Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Kleine Fahrt voraus. Ruder 0 Grad. Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 3-0 Grad Backbord.
Might have to turn in a bit.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 0 Grad.
Lights are out, okay, and she goes down. It's unfortunate,
Jawohl,
but
Herr Kaloin.
we cannot
Ruder 4-0, Grad
allow any sort of shipping to the UK. These lights on the horizon, they always get me, but I think they're stars. Let's see if there are any survivors. Coastal sailor. Let's get the original deck crew back. I see a bit of debris. No survivors so far.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ein Drittel Fahrt voraus. Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 0 Grad.
Looks like a plume of smoke, but I don't think it is. There is a dark spot here on the horizon.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 0 Grad.
I can see it from this view as well. It's interesting. Probably we sunk her around here. Yeah, I mean the location is quite interesting.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 4-0 Grad Backbord. Kleine Fahrt voraus.
We are, like I said, about 90 kilometers from Spanish-Portuguese coast. I think the border is somewhere around here. No, Vigo is actually still Spanish. So the border is going to be here. So 80 kilometers from the Spanish coast.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 0 Grad.
It's quite close, I thought. British shipping would usually go further out this way. Well, according to the map anyway, but we have to keep in mind those are convoy routes, not individual transports don't necessarily stick to these routes. I don't see any survivors in the water. Well, I guess then we will resume our course, which I've plotted this way. We're not going to stop over here as our fuel situation is still comfortable. We're going to perform our duty our patrol duty, and then possibly on the way back we'll go and top off, depending on our fuel situation. But right now our orders are to reach the patrol area as fast as possible, so this is what we're going to do. Alright, I'm gonna resume course, and
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Gehen wieder auf Kurs, Herr Kaloin.
we shall be on our way, and I will be back with updates as soon as anything of interest happens. Thanks for checking in. Welcome back aboard U80. It's March 12th, the third day of patrol, and I just spotted a ship over there on the horizon. Looks like a transport of some sort. We're going to slap down an initial bearing. .76. And then we're going to intercept, obviously. Roughly 2:30. That's good.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 4-0, Grad Steuerbord. Volle Fahrt voraus.
So we're going to do the old spiel. Follow, overtake, and intercept while taking bearings. This will give us an exact heading and speed, and hopefully it is an enemy ship, so we can take it out. Considering that British islands are being blockaded, we theoretically have the permission to sink anything that's headed for the British islands,
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 0 Grad.
regardless of whether it is British. It doesn't have to be British. Anything headed for the British islands can be sunk. It's fair game, in other words. So we are now heading 350. I would say we are roughly on parallel courses. I think we're gonna stick with 350 for a while until we find out more. Let's see if we can get a distance estimate.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
1,300 meters. That's not too bad. About the distance I want to keep. So we'll keep doing that, and I'll be back once I have more information. It's 3:15 in the afternoon, and we have overtaken our target. I believe it to be a tramp steamer, and I believe that we have about, let's say, roughly a 45-degree AOB
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
right now. Maybe Probably a bit more, maybe 65, something like that. And I think for that reason I can steer away a little bit from him. Maybe.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Neuer Kurs, neu.
Let's go 10 degrees and it's about 8,000 meters away. We caught up a bit. So I wasn't initially sure of his exact heading. Now I would say that he's roughly going this way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's headed for the channel approach or the Irish Sea. So I'm going to gain a bit of distance and then I'll cross his bow to determine his exact heading. And I'll be back around then. We're about to determine 0 degree AOB. I've turned in further, so we're now almost heading west, and I believe that our target is heading north, or very close to north. The weather is unchanged. I believe we will stay on his west for the attack. He should be about 1,000 meters, 10,000 meters to our south. Let's see. We can see both of his masts. We're waiting for them to get in alignment as well with the smokestack.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ein Drittel Fahrt voraus.
Go down further, just not to miss it. We will obviously attack submerged as we have daylight. I can still see both masts. And you can also tell from the bow wake, it's still slightly off to the right. There's no perfect symmetry between the silhouette of the boat and the ship and bow wake, so we'll wait a bit more. I think now is a good time to lock him in. Let's call it 240, which would make it 120 degrees to our port.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Volle Fahrt voraus.
Which would put him exactly on. Interesting. On a slightly westerly course. That's interesting. Maybe, I don't know why he would go westerly here.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 1-0, Grad Backbord.
I'm gonna turn and dive, and actually I would like to
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
get a distance estimate.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 0 Grad.
Yeah, we have to go to periscope depth. It's
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Seerohrtiefe.
getting very close for bright and clear day like today.
Hauptausstationen! Unterkriegszelle wird geflutet! Alle Entwicklungen sind klar! Vorne unten 15. Hinten 10.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1-0.
I'm gonna set up the attack from over here. Probably around 1500 meters or so. Right angle attack. I want to start off this patrol with a successful attack, so I'm not going to experiment anything with, say, sailing on an opposite course and then firing at a steep angle or anything like that. So
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
we're
Ruder
gonna
4-0, Grad Backbord.
go conservative here for the first attempt, and I'll be back once I'm in an attacking position. We have him about 18 degrees to port, and I'm pretty sure we are on a good parallel but opposite course. That means he's about 3.9 kilometers out, and it's time for us to actually
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
turn in
Ruder
for
4-0, Grad Backbord.
the attack. He's about here right now. We're pretty much exactly 1,000 meters off his track. I think we're gonna turn, and then we'll go slow. We'll back up slowly. So once we're firing, we should be at about 12, 13, 1400 meters. You can see a red flag. But we haven't positively identified him yet as British or any of these other nations. So we'll see what let's see, he's going,
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 0 Grad.
he's going, he's heading 350. We want to be heading 80.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 4-0 Grad Backbord. Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 0 Grad. Kleine Fahrt zurück.
And now we'll go back, and I think we have to correct a little bit.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 4-0 Grad Steuerbord.
Oh, not this
Jawohl,
way.
Herr Kaloin. Ruder 4-0 Grad Backbord. Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Because we're
4-0
still-
Grad Steuerbord. Ruder 4-0 Grad Backbord.
And so are we still moving ahead? Yeah, I think we're still moving ahead, that's why. Okay, but now we should be backing up slowly. And then rather to port is actually correct. It's 900 meters.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 0 Grad.
I've estimated his speed to be 6.5 knots. That's according to the bearings. 17.6 kilometers in an hour and a half puts him right between 6 and 7 knots. So I'll be back shortly once we can fire.
7 kommt näher.
We're about to fire. I'm gonna take one last
Frachter auf 3-6 kommt näher.
speed measurement here at 25 degrees.
Frachter auf 3-5 kommt näher. Frachter auf 3-4 kommt näher.
Just to double check my map contact.
Frachter auf 3-2 kommt näher.
We're going with an electric torpedo as it is daylight.
Frachter auf 3-1 entfernt sich.
Magnetic trigger
Frachter auf 3-0 entfernt sich.
set for
Frachter
Right.
auf 2-9 entfernt sich. Frachter
and
auf
I should have set up
2-7
reserve torp number 1 impact steam
Frachter auf 2-6 entfernt sich. Frachter auf 2-5 entfernt sich. Frachter auf 2-3 entfernt sich. Frachter auf 2-2, entfernt sich.
Seems roughly right. 7
Frachter
knots.
auf 2-1, entfernt sich.
The range is 1400.
Frachter auf 2-0, entfernt sich.
Should be fine here.
Frachter auf 1-8, entfernt sich.
We're inside the conning tower right now. It's too bad that these controls here don't actually work.
Frachter auf 1-7, entfernt sich. Frachter auf 1-6, entfernt sich.
That seems good.
Frachter auf 1
Magnetic.
entfernt sich.
And the depth 8.7, so yeah, we should be good.
Frachter auf 1-3 entfernt sich. Frachter auf 1-2 entfernt sich. Frachter auf 1-0 entfernt sich. Frachter auf 9 entfernt sich.
Can open the tubes.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Frachter auf 8 entfernt sich. Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Also going to open
Frachter auf
tube
6
1
entfernt sich.
just to be on the safe side.
Frachter auf 5 entfernt sich. Frachter auf 4 entfernt sich.
He's telling us that he's moving away, but it's not actually true. Oh yeah, and it also turned out that it's actually a British ship. So, all hunky-dory. We're aiming right for the smokestack. Should be fairly straightforward. What's going on? Did we now fire?
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
What the hell is going on? Why didn't we fire?
Rohr 2, los!
That was weird. Hopefully it still works out. It should work out. Let's switch to 2-1,
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Kleine Fahrt voraus.
pull ahead. Why didn't it fire when I clicked the fire button the first time? The tubes were open. Or do they close automatically? And I didn't notice. It says they were opened. Hopefully we still strike. We fired when we were 5 degrees. Aiming 5 degrees to port. Most of the settings should still...
Torpedotreffer.
Okay. It wasn't hitting exactly where we thought, but we did hit.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
We'll stay ready. Fire a second one if we need to. So far it doesn't seem to have a big impact. So I'm going to pursue and see what happens, and I'll be back once I know whether we have to fire a second torp or when we have a sinking. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.